Good evening, everyone, and welcome to All In for Founders Club Zoom. I'm so excited to be back with you all. We have some amazing things to talk about. Our guest speaker, Christy Applegate, is going to come on in just a few minutes. But before we do, I want you guys to put in the chats where your points are at for Founders Club, how many quick starts you have, and how many manager or above that you have grown for your unique accounts. Go ahead and put those in the chat. And if you have already earned it, you can put out there already earned. I want to give y'all just a second to do that because I have some exciting news to share with you. And some of you probably already know about this, and maybe all of you know about this by now. So Christy Van Dam came up with a brilliant idea, because she is the brilliant one, and said, we need to do a Super Saturday event to kind of bridge the gap between Fling and leadership, or the next regional we have. So she came up with Super Saturday, and Melissa and I have been kind of helping her with it a little bit. And we have put together a great rock star lineup with great topics. So let me go over who's going to be speaking. And these are not in order. I've got them written down here, but I didn't put them in order. Christy will be opening it up, welcoming everyone, and talking about progress over perfection. Then Russ Cowie he's going to be on speaking as well. Christy Bland, Jana Dyer, Deanna White, Steve Parrish, Stacy Rotello, Jamie Cole, and Shelby Boswell. And let me tell you, these are some great, great leaders that are doing great things right now. And what I love about this is the topics that they're going to be talking about will tie right in to what you need to help you with Founders Club. These are the things that you need to be focusing on to get you where you need to be to earn that trip to Jamaica. So here are some of the topics, or here's all the topics. Russ Cowie is going to be talking about staying connected and showing up, which you guys are amazing at doing that, whether you're watching the live or you go back to watch the recording. You guys are awesome at staying connected with us. Continue doing that. Continue doing it. Continue staying connected with your teams as well. Christy Bland is going to talk about casting the vision to our newer partners that are coming in, because I think that's something we struggle with sometimes, is how to cast that vision for them to see what we see. Jana Dyer is going to be talking about the importance of branding yourself and how to do that. Deanna White is going to be talking about creating your business story. And I think that this is something we all need to continue shifting toward. We can all, with just off the top of our heads, talk about our product story. It just comes second nature to us. We can just rattle it off. What we did in 8 days, what we did in 30 days, what we did in X amount of months, how our bodies have changed, our energy's changed. We can rattle all that off. But when it comes to sharing our story, I think we overthink it sometimes, and we make it harder than what it is. So Deanna White's going to be talking about that. Steve Parrish is going to be talking about reflecting on your business, taking a step back and looking at yourself and looking at your business and what you need to be doing differently or could do different to make your business grow. Stacy Rotello is going to be talking about, wait a minute, I don't want to mix this up. First of all, Jamie Cole is going to be talking about bringing new people in and helping them with their quick starts and managers. And here's the reason we picked her and asked her to do this, is because she pretty much earned the whole Founders Club trip in the second quarter. In that 3 months in the second quarter, she pretty much got all of her quick starts and managers during that time. So she's going to be a great, great person for us to hear from to learn how she did that. And then Stacy Rotello is going to be taking it that next step, saying, okay, we've got people to manager. How do we get them growing through the ranks after that? So there's two good back-to-back topics. And then Shelby Boswell is going to be talking about how to use social media platforms, different social media platforms, to grow your business. And I don't know her personally, but from what I've heard, she is a rock star at using social media to grow her business. So I'm excited to hear from her. So that is, if I didn't say, it's Saturday, May the 20th. Saturday, May the 20th. And this is the Eastern time I'm getting ready to give you. Eastern time starting at 11 a.m. And it will last till 2 p.m. So it's a 3-hour block. It may not last that long because each speaker is going to have 12 to 15 minutes, but we kind of gave some leeway in there just in case people go over. We've got a little bit of time gap there. So it may not last the full 3 hours, but still have that scheduled. And another thing that you can do is if your team is close to you or within driving distance to you, set something up and host it. Host where they can come to your house or come to a meeting place somewhere, and you guys can watch it together and bond while you're doing that. So there's some ideas there with getting your teams together to watch it, because one of the things Christy wanted to do was make sure we did something where people can come together and watch it. And by doing this in a virtual Zoom, you get your people and watch it at someone's house. All right. So next, with no more ado, Christy Applegate, will you come on? And I'm excited to announce her tonight because this is her singular anniversary today. So everybody give her a big hand. Congratulations on this being your, and I'm pretty sure it's your 6-year anniversary. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
It is.
And yes, 6 years. So, and she has done a lot of amazing things. She has spoken several different times at events, at regionals, at other trainings with corporate. And she has earned just about every Founders Club trip, right? I know you've earned a lot of them.
I have actually earned 3 because I did not know about it before that. And I'll kind of talk about that too.
Okay, yeah. Good. So Christy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to you because you are a rock star at earning Founders Club. I know that you have only, I think, one quick start and one manager rank to earn, I believe. And so you're right there on the verge of earning it. So talk to us about what you've done so far to get to where you're at and what your game plan is to finish it out and lock it in.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. And yes, today is my anniversary, and it just blows my mind because so many different things have happened along the way that could have taken me off of this path, or that I would have never even started because one, I didn't believe that the products would work for me. 2, I was not open to the opportunity. And once I got in my head that it wasn't about me and it was about helping others, then that's when things started to change for me. So going back to my first Founders Club trip that I earned in 2020, before that, I never even looked at Founders Club because I did not think that I could earn it. I thought that that was only for higher ranks. I just thought, oh my gosh, that's an incredible trip. I never even looked into it. And who knows if I would have even been close, especially right when I first started and I was going through my hot market. I mean, I could have been one account away and I just didn't even know it, you know. But I never even looked into it. And so it was March of 2020 when, after I had almost quit, that things started to build for me. And I thought, okay, what is this Founders Club? So I went into the back office, I looked at it, and I laid it all out. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm almost halfway there. And I didn't even start trying until then. So once I got it laid out and I looked at it, I thought, I know I can do this. I mean, we're talking about a totally free vacation. And so from March to September, that's when I earned the first one. And I thought, oh my gosh. So at that point, when April, May, June, July, when I earned it in 6 months, I thought from here on, I have 12 months, I can do this.
And I just made like a commitment to myself that every single year I'm going to earn this, no matter what it takes. So the very first thing that I do, and I know that it's too late right now, but just coming into the next qualification period around August and September, I start looking at all my front lines that are getting close or have started to get interest in building on who can become a manager or a silver manager and moving up. Because one thing I did not know in the beginning is that a new rank advancement can be somebody that you used in the past. Let's say this qualifying period, they became a manager. Next qualifying period, you can use them if they rank up. So you could use them this time, and then next time you can use them again if they rank advance. I didn't realize that in the beginning. And so I always lay those out first as my base. And those are actually the ones that I earn first because I've already got that groundwork
done, and you have people on your team that have started building. So that's the first thing I do. And so my 2 manager accounts, those actually came in October and November of this year. So I feel like those are the more difficult ones for me, but those actually came first. So that's one thing to remember, especially if you have someone that's starting to build a business. Keep an eye on those coming August and September, so that October, November, as they begin to rank up to a new level, all the way up to director, you can use those as a new rank advancement. Does anybody have any questions on that portion? Kind of watching the chat. I don't think so. But so as far as the quick starts, so in the beginning, I never led with the business. It was always I was asked if I wanted a referral link the night that I signed up. I actually signed up at a home party. It was pre-pandemic when we still had home parties. And we're kind of getting back to that again, thank God. But I sat in someone's living room. I told my husband before I walked out the door, don't worry, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm actually going to support her. I didn't want her not to have anybody show up, but nothing works for me. So I'm not buying anything. Well, let me tell you, I left with the biggest kit, and thank God I did, because I would probably still have that 60 pounds on me, and I would probably still be on insulin to this day. But she did ask me if I wanted a referral link. Now, some people grabbed a referral link right away. I did not. I had absolutely no interest. I was busy. I was exhausted. When I thought of that, I thought, no, I don't want one more thing on my plate. So I did not. But now, and I think that in the beginning, I did not lead with the opportunity because I didn't start with opportunity. So I had to shift that. 6 years, I have learned a lot, let me tell you. I have literally failed forward. That's the only way I can describe it. So I always lead with the opportunity. There is not one chat that I'm in or one phone call conversation that I do not lead with that. And it is so funny because I'll have these new distributors or partners, and they'll tell me on the side, they're going to go, okay, now I'm going to introduce you to my friend, but she doesn't want anything to do with the business, so don't even mention it. And that is just never going to happen because I know how I was. So I go through the conversation, and I actually have this in my boards. And so the very last verbiage, after I tell them a little bit about, the program and stuff, I mentioned we also take payment plans, and you can have your investment earned back to you before your next payment is due, because their next payment is not due for 2 weeks. Okay. So it requires 25% down. You can earn an extra $500 additional income. We also have an additional $500 income that you qualify for in as early as 72 hours that you will be paid daily with our affiliate link. So that is huge, because when people look at that, some people don't get paid but every 2 weeks. I personally, when I was in corporate America, I got paid once a month on the 25th, and it was miserable. I hated waiting that long to get paid. But when you say those words with our affiliate link, you can get paid up to $500. I mean, I guess it's endless what you could get paid. I mean, I've had a fully qualified extreme bonus builder on my team that got paid more than that. But when you say those words, they're like 72 hours from now, you know? And so I don't ever count that out because I don't know. Yes, I will share that wording. So I do not know what people's situation is. I have friends that I would think that they're loaded. I've camped for the last 3 summers, and I know how expensive it is to camp. And these people glamp. I mean, they are glampers. And I would have never guessed that they would need this opportunity, because you just never know. You don't know their debt situation, and you don't know that they're robbing Peter to pay Paul to be able to camp this weekend. And so I just never exclude the opportunity. And like I said, it cracks me up because, I'll have a new partner. Sorry, I'm trying to change my verbiage, but I'll have a new partner that was just like me. I was like, my friend wants to get started. She just wants the products. She makes plenty of money. She doesn't want the opportunity. So please don't talk to her about it. And it cracks me up. And so, and they don't always say yes, but a lot of times on day 3, they'll come back and they'll say, oh my gosh. So one example, let me tell you, I got this girl started. It was a year ago, last January. And she said, I want you to know I'm coming in for the products only. Don't talk to me about the opportunity. I don't sell anything. I don't share anything. Do not talk to me about it. I said, okay. So I didn't. Day 3, this girl had lost 7 pounds. Okay. After she had told me, I don't have any friends. I don't talk to anybody. I'm always at the ball field with my son, and I don't talk to anybody. I'm just there watching him play ball. Don't talk to me about it. So I didn't. On day 3, she comes back and she's like, oh my gosh, I am down 7.1 pounds on day 3. And I said, holy cow, I'm still scared to death to talk to her about the opportunity because I feel like she threatened my life. And she comes back and she says, I know a lot of people that I can help with this. Did I mention that I teach spin classes at the Y? And I was like, no. And she said, so I think that I'm really going to love this, but I do not want to pay for my products. So can you talk to me again about, the referral link? And I'll tell you what, this just grew and grew and grew. And so just remember, even if somebody says no, it is not a no forever. Lots of different situations change. So I know I'm kind of getting off track there a little bit, but let's talk about when somebody signs up for the affiliate link or referral link, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so in the past, I'm going to tell you how I pivoted. Okay, so in the past, I used to say, let's invite all of your friends to view our results page. Okay, and then I'm going to give you a post. Here lately, I have been changing that. I have been telling them, I want you to think of 5 to 10 people that you would love to travel with. I'm getting ready to earn my 7th all expense paid trip in 6 years. And I absolutely love to travel, and I would love to travel with you. And so think of 5 to 10 people that you would love to travel with, whether it be your sister, your mom, your daughter, your spouse, whoever it is. And I want you to send me those names when you get off work or whenever it is. And then I'll tell you what to do next. So when they send me those names, I want you to open up a chat with each one of those 5 to 10 people individually. And I want you to tell them that you are excited about this wellness plan and you just want your friend Christy that helped get you started to just give them some information. You're not going to ask them. You're not going to check with them first. That's what we're going to do. Now, once we've done that, then I'm going to say, I want you to also invite all of your friends to view our results page. I always say the word view because honestly, that's what it is. Because they can view that page for 28 days without actually joining it. And that is important. And then I also tell them to try to comment a couple times a week. So let's say that somebody's in their quick start period and they have 2 enrollments of an 8-day jump start and an X bundle. Okay, so I think that that's now 275 points. And they've kind of dragged their feet a little bit, and we have 4 days. We have 4 days to get their quick start. And you're like over there sweating, right? Because this is your unique account. Plus you want them to get their bonus. It's kind of two-sided right there. So what I do is I tell them, think of anybody you know. Does anybody have trouble sleeping? Is anybody complain to you that they have no energy? We're not always out there needing to sell a kit. You have to think about the individual products. You have to think about who has had pain points that they have mentioned to you. Have you heard somebody complain? Have you been at the ball field and somebody has said, oh my gosh, I am so exhausted tonight. You know, I worked all day and I'm exhausted. And, you know, you gotta, if you just listen, people tell you what they're needing without you just saying, buy a kit, here's what we got. You know, if you just listen to people, if you're at the ball field and you hear somebody and they're trying to get out of the chair and they're like, oh, my knee is killing me. I mean, honestly, so if they have 275 points and they need 500 to get that quick start, you could get the other 2 enrollments with 1 or 2 products. It does not have to be a kit. And so I watch those. Watch those points. Sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I may have to help that brand new person. What's that going to do? 1, it's going to give them a boost of, they just earned $100. Okay. So like if I have somebody that reaches out to me that says, hey, do you have a bottle of Zing? I'm going to let them order off of them instead of ordering off of me. I've done that in the past if we're down to the last 1 or 2 days. Trying to think of what else that I've done. You know, I think the verbiage of the affiliate link is a game changer. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a generational thing. Probably. I'm getting ready to turn 50 in January. People are scared of the word distributors because companies like Amway have ruined that for us in the past. But everybody's grabbing an affiliate link. It's so funny that somebody just sent me a link the other day and they were like, do you use Fetch? And I was like, no, I've never heard of it. So it's like this referral thing that you scan your coupons and you, I don't know, get free money or whatever. But my daughter, she's 28 and she literally has a referral link to everywhere. I mean, even DeWalt tools. And I mean, she's female, but she's single and she uses tools. And so I think the affiliate link is just normalizing it. And I just know that a lot more people are coming in with the affiliate link verbiage. Stacy, is there anything else that you want me to touch on with that?
No, that's great. And let me tell you, I am so glad you shared your story because it's a little close to mine that you weren't interested in being a distributor at the time, partner now. And you were, you know, kind of, you know, not standoffish about it, but just not interested. But if they would have came back to you and talked to you about it, just like your friend who was kind of standoffish and didn't want to really talk about it, you know, if you didn't have that conversation with them again, you know, where would they be at now? And where would,
Right.
where would you be at now? Where would your business be at now? So here's the thing. No matter if people say they're not interested in the beginning, that doesn't mean you shouldn't reapproach them when they're having great results, they're having great benefits, they're loving the products, they're reordering. You need to revisit that conversation and say, hey, I know you told me before you weren't interested, but you're having great results. You're loving the program. Won't you let me help you get an affiliate link, and let's get your products paid for and do even more if it's something you want to do once we get those products paid for. So always have that conversation. And like I said, don't be afraid to circle back around to people and do that now. If there's someone that you haven't talked to for a while about being a partner and they're doing really well, start making that list tonight, and tomorrow work on that list, work on those people, because you never know who's going to be ready now that wasn't ready before. And never stop following up with them. We focus a lot on following up with people, helping them get started on the products and the program. But I think sometimes we don't work as hard on the follow-up with the business. And we need to focus on the business follow-up as well, not just reaching out to people once or twice, because if it's an average of 7 to 12 times to get someone started on the products, why are we not following up with people 7 to 12 times about the business? So keep that in mind. Another thing, Christy, and I think we have enough time to talk about this real quick. We do. Where you are in a kind of a mid-place, a Founders Club, and this group has a lot of great people, going for Founders Club. Some people have earned it. Some people are close to earning it. Some people are halfway there. And there's some people that have a little bit more work to do. And we don't want people to start comparing themselves to other people who's already earned it or already close and getting themselves discouraged, because we have plenty of time to earn Founders Club, plenty of time. So talk to us a little bit about the importance of not comparing yourself to others.
Yeah, absolutely. And this holds true in my journey as well. So some of you know that it took me 5 years to hit the rank of executive and grow an executive team. And I struggled with that because I put in the work. I stayed consistent. There was a period of time for a few months there that I basically gave up. And the only reason why I'm still here is because I felt bad quitting on my upline when he got sick. But other than those few months, I was discouraged. And so because I kept putting in the work and it wasn't happening. And so I would hear these stories of somebody reaching executive in 10 months, or somebody, actually, I just watched a live the other day that it was their 3rd year anniversary with Singular, and I know that they ranked to executive at the same time I did. So that means that they hit it in 2 years. And so it can be hard to compare yourself to others. I mean, let's look at Robin Packard. She hit it in 6 weeks. And so it's very important not to compare yourself. Everybody has a different team and different people coming in at different times, and you never know when somebody or 2 or 3 or 4 is going to come in and rock your month. And so it's very important to, one, never give up. Do not give up, because we're halfway and you might not be halfway. And the comparison game can really get in your head. If you guys listen to Jim Rohn, a lot of times he can say, don't let the birds get you. That's one of the things that he's talking about. Don't let the thoughts get you and compare yourself. Because I'll tell you what, if I would have let that comparison get me, I wouldn't be here. And so we have lots of time. One thing that I thought of, so I did a couple coaching calls with some of the leaders on my team, and we were kind of thinking about how can we get these accounts, you know, with 4.5 months to go? And I told people, you know, think about your ride and die people, whether they're using the products or not. Hopefully they are. But remember, you can reach out to them and you can say the verbiage. Let's just say their name's Melissa. Melissa, I need a favor from you. I am so close to earning a free trip to Jamaica. I know you don't want to be a partner with me at this time, but will you do me a favor? And most likely, they are not going to say no. I have done this, and this has helped me get unique accounts. You can either ask them if you can tag them in a post with your results, or you can ask them to invite for you to your results page as a referral. So I happen to be an admin in my results page. And if you are not, you can let your admin team know that when this person invites to the page, those leads go to you. And that's been huge for us because we have a lot of people that have asked their friends and their family to invite for them. And I'm telling you, if they are truly your friends and you are close to earning Jamaica, and let me tell you, if you don't have one account, you are still close to earning Jamaica because you only need 8 and you have over 4 months to go. That is only 2 a month. That is 2 a month. And that is so doable. So if you think of 2 or 3 friends that will invite for you, just think of the power of that. You know, let's say they'll invite 50 of their friends for you. I mean, you just never know. And you can always go back to them and say, remember when you did me a favor? Well, so-and-so or Susie now wants to sign up. Are you sure you don't want to grab an affiliate link and earn X amount of dollars? And then when you have 4 friends join, you get a $100 or $200 bonus. And you never know, and that can be your quick start. And so that's also been key. I did want to add that as well.
Great. And that is some great information and tips. And let me tell you, guys, we are rolling. Momentum is picking up. I hope you guys see it. I hope you guys feel it. The shift with this, us changing to partner, us changing some verbiage to affiliate links, it's really catching on and it's really picking up. So I hope you guys have made that shift. I know for me, I'm not someone who likes change. I'll just be honest with you. I struggle with new verbiage sometimes that I'm not accustomed to using. Affiliate link is one. You know, I'm not in that generation, but I also know that what got me here is not going to get me where I want to go. And think about that, you know, where you're at right now, where you're at, maybe your highest rank, whatever got you there, it's not going to keep you growing and getting you where you want to be. We've got to sometimes sit down and make changes, make some hard changes. Looking at, this is kind of off topic a little bit, but looking at your team, seeing, you know, who deserves your time, because time is the most valuable thing that we have, that we cannot get back. And we want to make sure we're putting our time with the right people. We want to make sure we're putting our time with the right activities, with the right phone calls. So make sure that you know that you're spending your time in the right places with the right people. That is so important. Guys, this has been an amazing training tonight. Thank you so much, Christy, for being our guest speaker tonight. And we will be back next Thursday. Make sure that you tag your accountability partner. If you did not see them on here live, make sure you you message them and ask them where they were at, hold them accountable, challenge them to watch the recording, challenge them to be in Jamaica with you, and let's keep up the good work. Don't forget about Super Saturday, May 20th. And if you guys need anything, you know you could always reach out to us. Love you guys. And as always, God bless.
Bye, guys.
Amen. Thank you.
So